Alright, what's good with y'all boys, man? Welcome back to another video. Y'all see your boy ain't stopping, bro. I told y'all how we coming this shit, bro. Y'all ain't want to listen to me. I told y'all how we coming, you know what I'm saying? But today, man, I haven't did one of these since like Madden 19. So I'm bringing y'all a full and very free offensive money play or money scheme. I guess it's a full scheme, bro, because I'm gonna talk y'all through all these plays, and I'm gonna start it off the right way. Now, people is doing these zone drops. That's why I had it on 20. People is doing these zone drops. I just been in here labbing shit right now, but I had, you know, I've been ready to cook up for y'all. So I'm on the short side of the field. I'm coming out a bunch tight end with this, bruh. The personnel, it kind of don't matter. Once you start adding route chems and shit to all of this, bro, you just gonna make all your offenses better. But right now, you can run some good shit stock with this bunch tight end. My bad. Now, where I put Marquise Brown, this is your most important receiver. This second guy is kind of important. He runs crossers. You know what I'm saying? He runs crossers and corner routes. So he's kind of important. You want a good guy right here. If you have a good guy right here, it's just gonna make the offense 10 times better. But you don't need a good guy, and that's what I'm gonna show y'all through the offense. That's why I got the Ravens. The Ravens don't have the best receivers. Marquise Brown is fast, but I'm gonna just show you what you can do with the offense. So your audibles, I got inside zone, inside switch, curl flat, and boot over. Most of the time, those don't really change. Like when I come out, when I first pick gun bunch, those are usually the audibles, so you don't gotta worry about it. But you can come out in stick or you can come out in X spot. It doesn't really matter which play you choose to come out in. You just gonna be running those three. So I'm gonna come out in curl flat corner, and I'm gonna show y'all the first play. I'm gonna show y'all is the switch, the inside switch play. This one right here. This is a really good play because you get a double crosser concept. Any play that you get a double crosser concept, you're going to keep your opponent very confused, and you need to start hitting the flats. Now, the reason why I like this one so much is because you see the post that Marquise is on. It's a shallow post. He's going to cut early, so it's going to beat the man, but then he's going to climb the field so he can get over the top and underneath the deep blue zones. He can get over the top of like regular purples and clouds and underneath the quarters, the halves, the thirds. It doesn't matter. Now, with that being said, you also have to understand something though. People are using the zone drop responsibilities a lot this year. People are putting their zone drops to 25 yards so that you can't throw these routes like this. And usually I would smart route it. That's another thing that makes it run really, really deep. That's like a 30-yard route when you smart route it. But this is usually how I would set the play up. This is just the money setup right here, so that you can get consistent yardage if they're not putting those zone drops on the field. You're going to be able to throw this against any coverage. It doesn't really matter. You see right there, I'm going to take my read instantly. And we got like 20 yards right there, you know, off a quick read, off a hot read. So you just got to watch the high-low. That's another reason why you put that flat route over there. Put the flat route for the high-low, the slant for the second crosser, and the flat route also can drag down a cloud against the two-look. But another one right here, just show y'all. Got the play running. Marquise Brown got open underneath. Oh, not Marquise, but Boykin got open underneath. Marquise Brown was gonna be open as well over the top. Coming on that crosser. I'm gonna show you that one more time. Just the whole setup. Now you can run this play a multitude of different ways. That's why I just keep running it like this. This is the way that I've been running it a lot. You can put Boykin on the in route though. You can put him on, I mean, anything really. You see right there, Lamar Jackson delivering a nice pass, and Miles. I keep wanting to say Miles Boykin because of this Boykin guy now, but Marquise Brown gets wide open on that because of the speed difference. Now, that's the importance of having good receivers. If you got the speed difference, you're going to be able to do that all day long. I also run this like this with 2 drags just to hit the flats. You know, hit the flats. You know, keep your opponent on their toes. Make sure they're covering those flats. You know, hit the flats with these drags and stuff. And you see right there against the man coverage look, you get a crap ton of yards. So overall, you can run this play like that pretty much every single time, but that's only if they're not putting the guys in those zone drops and those purple zone drops. You can run that pretty much every time. unless they're backing them off like 25 yards. That's what most people are doing. A lot of people are playing cover 1 or cover 2, and they putting those safeties in purples, and then they're the purples are playing all the routes that you really have that's good to beat the man because of how far off they're playing. So that's the best way I can put it. Now, coaching adjustments, it's time. They will make their coaching adjustments. All right, we're going to go to 25. Some people are doing 30, so it doesn't really make a difference. Let me just make sure it's set. Okay, 25. Some people are putting them back to 30. Now, it's not going to make a difference. You can't throw the inside switch anymore. I'm telling you that right now off a rip. You can't throw the inside switch anymore. Like, it's over. You can't throw that play anymore. But, come to this nickel 3-3-5 wheel right here. Got the cover 2 man. Put quarters in there. And cover 3 sky. Now, overall, bruh, this offensive scheme is very solid. Just because of all of these different adjustments you can do. Now, I'm going to move this to the hash for my trips to be, you know, out wide and have some field to work with. But we jumping straight into this curl flat corner. I'm not going to sit up here and talk too much about it. It's very simple to understand. This with the purples in those zone flat drops to 25 yards, the purples can play that corner route all day long. Now, if I come out in the cover 2, some people are even dropping their clouds back that far. So you don't got to worry about it if they dropping the zones off that far. But if I come out in a cover 2, and I could just run and play stock against a cover 2, and then I just motion this guy out. You see it right there. Willie Snead bumped, gets that sideline though, makes a good read right there. That's a good dot. Now, throwing that to the wide side of the field is actually kind of a harder read, I would say. But just stock, the play got open. You don't really have to, you know, guess where your read is going to be at because you got so many. And then you could just curl route to tight end, motion them out, and run it again just so I can show you guys. There it is. So you see it right there. It's a clean read. It's wide open. Lamar Jackson did take a little time to get that ball out, but he got it there nonetheless. So it's a clean read, bro. You don't have to really worry about it. That's going to be open. Now, against the match defenses, against the cover 4 quarters, the cover 4 palms, we gonna talk about those later. I got a 1-play touchdown for those. But with this corner route, it's gonna be kind of easy to take it away, but it's also gonna be based off of who you're playing. They're gonna have to start getting real spicy with their adjustments. So let me just show you what I mean by that. Now, with this, they got the zone drops and they dropped to 25. Okay, that's fine. They don't have to make any more adjustments, really, honestly. But a lot of people might start coming out and they might start playing you with a look like this. They might start pressing, then they'll do this right here. Something like this, just to keep the, you know, everything covered, I guess, for the most part. Everything is pretty much covered right here for the most part. I'm not going to lie. Kind of. That's if you run the deep post. If you run that deep corner route, I'm sorry, not the deep post, but the deep corner route. If you run a deep corner route like this, it is going to be covered. But if you run the smart routed one, which is what I was telling y'all, you smart route it and you see them making these adjustments like this, you smart route it and they got that hard flat out there, you just going to see it. It doesn't throw the same when you're throwing it to the wide side of the field. I wouldn't run it very wide side. Like, that's what I was telling you. When you're throwing it to the wide side of the field, the read changes because the D-back can play it so much better. But, okay, so boom. Gonna set it up one more time. Probably a little something like this. Alright, so boom. There you go. Now, back to what I was saying. Wide side of the field, whatever. It doesn't matter. If you're not on the wide side of the field, you can throw this read a lot better. A lot more consistently, I should say. You know, a lot more consistently, because I don't understand why they're playing it like that, you know? Now, basically what I was trying to tell you, I did move the ball over just so I could show you guys this better, because I did not realize how much being very wide was going to affect the read. So that's something to keep in mind. You can't run like a corner route like this to the very wide side of the field. Like, if you put your trips on the wide side, try to run a flat concept or something so you could get over there, or run the ball, you know, so you can get back to the middle of the field or something. Whatever you got to do to get back to the middle of the field, they're gonna be able to box you because of field position like that. So if you get this look, this Mabel look, just know if you're short side of the field, you will not be able to throw this read. But since we're not short side, I'm gonna show you guys what I'm talking about. You can just come right out and smart route this corner route, streak X. Then go ahead and zig route this guy and put your tight end on a curl or an in route. It doesn't matter, but you just gonna see it right here. Even with that setup, even with the zone drops, that streak clears out the purple enough for you to throw the corner route right underneath it. Or you could run X spot. You know, you don't have to just constantly run curl flat corner, but it's a good play. You know, overall it's a good play. But like I said, or you could just run X spot, you know, and you wouldn't be wrong either way. You would still be able to throw the corner route, you know. So that's all it's about, is throwing this corner route. Now they're gonna probably start using it or whatever they gotta do to try to take that away. That's the hot read against the deep purples, you know, that will play the corner routes from 25 yards. Just smart route that corner route. But they will start to set up a different shell for the defense. You know, it's going to be a chess match the whole game. So you just got to stay ahead of them. Now, if they're coming here, the corner route will be man coverage. So if they're coming here and they're doing something like this, I would say they're coming out and they're doing something like this, and they shade them to the left. The corner route can beat man coverage. The deep corner route. The deep corner can beat man coverage. The better your guy's route running, the more speed he has, the better he's going to be able to beat the man coverage every single time. Even with the manned up right here. Like, you're just going to see it. I motion him out. I motion out Marquise. You see him getting to that corner. And he got a rack ag right there. That's just simply because he wasn't fast enough to create a lot of separation between himself and the defensive back. So don't worry about it. Like I said, the Ravens are not known for having the best receivers, and I am shading this coverage to the left, just so you guys understand that. I'm shading the coverage to the left with the slot corner. That's just with the slot corner. I picked him specifically to shade to the left and press. So that just goes to show you the man coverage will be toasted like this. It's gonna get beat every single time. Maybe not once or twice here and there, but you see it right there. That's a perfect read. Threw it just about right at the break. Completely tortured the man, and that's a huge yard gain. You know, that's a huge yard pickup. So you could have your best receiver in the slot where Willie Snead is. It doesn't matter. The only reason I said that you want Marquise right there is because, or just two good guys overall, is just simply because of how they're playing. You know, they're going to be running deeper routes. They're going to be getting bumped more, all types of stuff. So that's really it for the curl flat corner play, though. That's not really something that I will run consistently unless I know they can't stop it. You know, against pretty much any coverage, if you come out and run that setup, you're going to be able to bomb them all day long. Against a cover 3, a regular cover 3, you can't throw the deep corner route, but you can throw the short corner route. The short corner route works, and you can even start to do something like this. The short corner route is going to get open. That streak is going to pull it away. You see it right there. That's a hot dot. You know, that's a hot, quick dot. Hot laser. And you still had the flats. So it's really your choice of where you want to go with that read, but you don't really have too much to worry about with that play. That's pretty much just a straight zone beater, and that corner route, the deep corner route, beats man covered as well. So if somebody starts like manning that guy up and putting a purple out there and then making some more adjustments and shit like that, then they're going to get you boxed. You know, like, okay, this is probably the best way that they can come out and defend this play. It's probably just simply like this. This is probably your best way to defend the play, and then just use her here or use her somebody else. I mean, it's up to you. But with that setup right there, everything's pretty much going to be covered on this play. You got the over the top shaded with the deep half, so you can't get beat over the top. The only thing that's really going to be open is this hitch. This hitch is going to be open. And I'm pretty sure your opponent will give you that hitch the entire game. So just continue to run it, and see what their adjustments are. And you'll have so many reads. You know, if they're playing a base coverage, especially like 3 or 4, you know what you got to do. Set up the adjustments for it. You could throw that deep corner out. Not against a cover 4 so much, unless it's like 3-4 odd. If it's like 3-4 odd, you could probably throw the corner route against it, against the cover 4. But like the cover 4 quarters and the cover 4 palms out of these nickel formations, this is nickel 3-3-5 wheel that I'm working out of on the defensive side. Those defenses are going to be able to play it a lot better. The quarters are usually matching, so they're going to play it later. Like they're going to play the corner route later because they're just backing up until they see it break, you know. So once it breaks, once they back up and they see the route break, then they'll start to sit on it. And that's when you got to have some beaters to go over the top. And that's when I get into the last play, the PA boot over. And I'm going to back this ball up just so y'all can see this. I'm going to put it a little bit behind the 50. But this is a one-play touchdown. It doesn't matter if they come out in quarters or palms. They can come out in cover 4 quarters. And if they press, I'm not going to lie, if they press, you could just come straight out and PA boot over and streak this guy. Streak him. Let me get off of the safety. But like I was saying, if they press, you can come straight out and run a setup like this, and pretty sure this streak is going to get open. Yep, there it is. The streak gets wide open against the cover 4 quarters. That's against the cover 4 quarters, you know. So something to keep in mind, something nice right there. That's just if they come out and press. A lot of people probably are not pressing. A lot of people are probably, you know, man aligning this defense or whatever. Even if they don't press, though, you can still throw a one-play touchdown against it. And that's another reason why I have Marquise Brown right there. You probably do want to have your fastest guy right there and smart route that post. And then just watch how wide open he gets. Now, you do want to be able to roll out to this right side. But just watch how wide open Marquise Brown gets against this cover 4 quarter. You see, that's a huge, huge dot against the cover 4 quarters. And can you throw it for one play? I'm not sure. If you throw it a little earlier, I'm not sure if the quarter is gonna play that or not. If he does, you know. So that's something you got to go lab, just seeing the timing of when you could throw it. I threw it pretty much as late as possible right there, just because I knew it was open, but I didn't want it to get played. So that's pretty much it for this offensive scheme, bro. It's not really anything else. You got the inside zone, bro. You can run that, run it. The PA boot over, you can run that against pretty much any coverage. But it's all going to come down to the same shit that I was telling you about. If they putting those guys in the purples and they're playing the zone drops to 25 yards, you're not going to be able to run plays like PA boot and stuff like that unless you're hitting the flats. So you got to try to work those corner routes against those zone drops. But that's really going to be it for the video and the offensive scheme, bro. I hope y'all did enjoy this. And, yeah, man, I've been running it up, bro. I'm going to keep it going. Subscribe to the channel. It's free. Like the video. It's free. Comment, ideas, whatever. It's free. It's all free. So I would appreciate it. But that's going to be it, man. Like I said, I love y'all boys. Y'all be smooth. Shout out to the 1,463 subs. Y'all boys going hard. I love y'all. I'm going to get up out of here, bro.